am descended from the family of the seventh president. I demand no more than the same rights and privileges afforded to any natural born citizen of the United States. You act like I'm not allowed to talk about it that way. It's a democracy? When you leaving? Washington, the guys pretending to negotiate while they raped 84,000 Boy Scouts through a 40-year crack epidemic full of school shootings, think I'm being disrespectful. Now, there's protection for, there's religious protection for the Protestants. Campaign issues are just an excuse to camp out in the street. Corporate thinks their bottom line is the only law that matters. Somebody has to keep the money spendy. There is no currency absent due process. None. None. Shh. So Martian communists came here and raped me in surgery and acted like I was under their protection, but not to my face, while they ripped off the Treasury Department because I'm related to the $20 bill. And I have disrespectful. How can we audit the Fed? How can we... we're just going to have to destroy the whole thing. Never mind the fact that Gandhi has a... What are the Indians going to do with it? PR only obtained the position to manipulate the democracy and individual representatives into basically making fools of themselves and us. That's the objective, make us look stupid. Representative government. Roe versus Wade canceled the Hippocratic Oath in 1972. That's the end of Vietnam. The gay revolution started 3 years prior to that. Vietnam, communists. Well, Roe versus Wade canceled the Hippocratic Oath. First, do no harm. Or you're not a doctor. You can't change it. You can't rewrite it. And still call yourself a doctor. The stripes on a horse, it ain't a zebra. And it boils down to us losing the contest with Saudi Arabia. And, people are worried about whether or not Israel has a right to exist. Have you read a Bible or seen one? Or are they not the original? I mean, it's there. They're going to try. Saudi Arabia, the Ottoman Empire, like World War I never happened. And then there's Gandhi. So that's 2 world wars we might have avoided so far. Idiot grandmasters. 1953, Korean stalemate. 1963, JFK. Somebody's supposed to be paying attention, act like I'm special and I'm not allowed. You cannot ban waterboarding. Because I said so. We put it to a vote. It's in the Bible, Exodus 32:20. We still get to pick what church we're in. Coke smuggling chicken shit homos and fucking retards been following me around since preschool. They don't want to get water up their nose. So I drafted some tax code reforms. Revised medical ethics, whatever, your argument was going to be. And my partners in Jerusalem and Rome are just wondering if Saudi Arabia has a right to exist. I'm not a hacker. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. I don't know anybody was paying attention because somebody was making sure everybody ignored me. And yet they still played it like I was going to be president one day. I got raped in surgery when I was 6 years old. And they were going to make me president? And really, where do you get off thinking that anybody who's going to be president has to go to Hollywood? I think the hand of God is smoking more than he's selling. We understand now the nature of their intentions toward the White House in the future. Either they were going to make me president after they raped me in surgery, or it was just an excuse to rape me in surgery. Tax code reforms are merited. Me run for president. What did I do? I feel absolutely terrible for any future first family of this country knowing that their descendants are going to get raped in surgery. Jeez, I don't know what Joe Biden must have done out of all the potential candidates. So what I want Black Lives Matter to understand is that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a hero. He was a great man. He was a champion for civil rights. Malcolm X was a party animal. He was a bad influence and a slave of the prophet. Islam believes our ancestors escaped enslavement by theirs and we are all born fugitives of a debt that can never be repaid, respects no church and state. MLK Jr. said no justice, no peace. Malcolm X said persecute or be martyred. Muslims are acting like they're white people's only hope. What did they tell you? Washington has gone to some extreme measures in the past to protect us all, and the Bill of Rights from Islam in the past. They don't say it out loud because freedom of religion, right? Well, Judaism's not inherently flat earth. Christianity's not inherently flat earth. Hinduism's not inherently flat earth. Buddhism, one of these things is not like the others, so it turns out, of the 5 major world traditions, only 4 of them is a classical religion. Since it respects no church and state, it doesn't have the right to expect protection as a church from the state. I don't know if you think the racial divide in this country is just too far gone, but imagine without Saudi Arabia. We'd be flush with so much goddamn cash. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.